Hey, everybody. I am Joy with Joy the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and family, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, click that subscribe down below, baby. It is free as always. And if you'd like to be notified anytime I post new videos, just ring the little bell out beside it and they will let you know. Okay, so this is our Magic Monday, everyone. There's some stuff cooking up because I got everything all clean and cleared, and then I look and I'm like, where's Big Papa? He told me he's gonna be talking this week. And here is the energy card that I drew earlier. Take a look. Okay, he's shining a flashlight in. I didn't know what it was going to be. I didn't know he was going to disappear on me like that. I'm like, Big Papa, did you just leave us behind? Your lightning body, your energy body is like, there's more, Joy. You got to come find me. Because on here it says, what did I put on there? See where I go from here, because these are channel drawings. Like, I don't even know what's happening when I'm drawing them. They just come on through because they're energy sessions as well to help us level up. And there was a secret. Little did I know he was going to hide and fold himself back in the deck. And he said each reading to hide him and fold him back in the deck and then see where I find him in the midst of the story. We're going to expose the story. We're going to unearth it, because there was very much, very much the Earth card that came out for this week is what we're looking at on the November 8th through the 14th reading, which is a timed read. These are timeless, but still, it's all energy, everybody. Don't you worry about that, okay? So it's centering and finding our divine order. We can say divine purpose, but really divine order is everything, because if you get in order, then it works, right? You put the cart before the horse. If you get things out of order in a recipe, a lot of times it'll goof it up, it'll mess it up, but we can see there's a path and a pattern that he's inviting us in on. Okay, makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. So let me say again, welcome to your Magic Monday. And I will say the card's already out because I had to go find him, right? And I haven't looked at the bottom spread where he's at, but what I do know in this central channel, Big Papa went down into the center of the earth to bring back the divine message, life, the living water, right? To bring back the living water for us. And this living water is the plasma state. It is the energy of the new channel that is, let me spread these some so they'll be easy to grab, of us entering into this era of air. It's plasma air. It's air of the cosmos coming down here on earth, because by now, y'all, we're ready. By now, we've moved through these, we've connected here, and we're ready. We're ready to receive. We're ready for him to pass and move through. And that's why I'm like, you coming in your energy body, Big Papa? I thought you could talk this week. Talk more electricity. I'm like, no, talk. Speak to us. Speak to us with your divine tongue. Speak to us with your I amness, your energy. That 57 is like, he's saying it's manifestation mind, but it's not it's a whole mind. It's not the conscious mind of law of attraction, of saying and doing and being these things. No, that is all very true, but it has to take words to iterate it, to speak it, to form it, to formulate it. And then therefore it can produce, limitations, confrontations, lessons, life, university, that type of thing. He's issuing us into life, into the connectedness, see these orbs of the energies, into the awareness of what he affords us and brings all the blessings floating right around us, within reach, within grasp. But you can't grasp it with that conscious mind, the being self, being yourself, being all that. He said, no, I want to bring you into the fullness of that I am. Okay, so like that cosmic globe, like we came from water, right? When we're born, we're in the amniotic fluid. Here in our spirit and our body, here we're now called in our amnios. It's the same type of a encapsulation around us that responds to every thought and feeling that we have. That's why people can be stuck in a pain body. They can be stuck in cycles and things like that, because how do we connect and go beyond? It's taken time and lots of travel. And in just a moment, I love that he weaved, dipped, and bobbed right on down there and is bringing it back up to us so that we can see and know as we are known, that we will know clearly, that we will be heard, and we will understand what is going on here. So I know he went down into the center of the earth to bring back the witness, the reiteration, the resonance, the confirmation, those type of things that they look to provide here at this channel is, I don't sit here to give you my opinion. I may share some stories or some personal experience, but I try to always preface it as such. When you show up here, I'm simply reading the energy around you, because you know your path, you know your journey, you know what you've been walking on and what you've been walking in, what's been going on around you, the opportunities, the experiences, the mishaps, the whatever. This begins to resonate and vibrate, and like resonates with like. If you open the top of a baby grand piano and you strike a C, all the C strings are going to vibrate, because they're one and the same. They're going to get in harmony and resonance with one another. So that's what happens when you show up here. What is of the same as you is going to begin to resonate and vibrate. The same of your origin, the same of your truth, the same of where you come from. And it's going to be your witness, your own pure, perfect witness. It's like white stag energy going on, but it's almost, ooh, we got booby. Y'all don't be jumping off on me, okay? There's like this waterfowl called a booby, B-O-B-B-Y, and they're cool looking. Oh my goodness, they're blue feet. But something's going upside down, going in for a deep dive. But that's interesting, because you're returning to the earth. But it's going to be different when you come on out. It's not like that dirt, like that particle that I was showing you over here in these cards. It's coming into the tactility of this, and you're saying transferability of this plasma state. And knowing from this last week's read, it's going to be the gestation over about the 6 weeks period, which is interesting, because that's when we're wrapping up the year. Because when that read wraps up, that's November 14th, okay? So 6 weeks from there is the end of the year. And this is all the flume and the facilitation of moving us into Saturn, stepping into Aquarius and setting up shop there, setting up house there, moving into its divine order. People can say it's in chaos, they're in trouble. Big Papa's like, no, I've shifted into this new era of air. That is what has been going on, but no one's been aware, because people in our earthly body are quite limited in our scope of vision, our ability to see and to perceive. But that's why up here alongside the water, it's coming. He has brought back the counsel and the sacrifice, so that you will understand the price you've paid. But it will take time to walk it out, not to gain the understanding, because it's not like sitting around waiting, sitting in a desk, sitting in a classroom, having the lessons, trying to understand why that person cheat on me, how comes people always cheat on me, or how come I always lose money when I get extra money. You know, it's those type. He's like, we dismiss that. And if y'all need to know, it is still an energy session. Go back to the November 8th through 14th and take a listen, okay? That reading for that week itself talks about this, that we don't need to understand it. It surpasses all understanding. And that gets us into the ultimate divine order, the eternal order, the order of infinity, the order where everything's possible, the order where, ooh, those little breadcrumbs, not bad like being breadcrumb, but these were your own trails, your own hallmarks, like the capsules of your blood, of the bits. And it wasn't like mutilating self-sacrifice. It was the shedding of desires, shedding of dreams, shedding even of things that were precious to you, people, places, things, opportunities, whatever else, setting it off and setting it off and setting it off, but having it return to you in the knowledge of this wisdom, in this understanding that as you exchanged earthly things for things of the clouds, is what they're talking about here. The golden gifts of the clouds. The golden gifts of the clouds. Okay, this is what, yeah, okay, we're going here first. Golden gifts of the clouds, okay? Let's see what that is. Let's see what that is. The golden gifts of the clouds from the council, bringing in the rock of Pluto, going beyond. That's where the cosmos comes from, y'all. Beyond Pluto. And it's the 11, being able to see perfect and divine and clear. So this, they're saying clearly help is on the way. And not like to your rescue. No, to your benefit. These are beneficial energies that he's bringing in. These are things, these are delights. This is good cheer. This is love to fill the space, to fill the gaps, to surround you and your amnios, to surround you with life and to fill you with life and give you an opportunity to he's saying update your key. And it doesn't matter whether you hear key, whether you hear K-E-Y or whether you hear C-H-I, it doesn't matter. It's all the same because it's synonymous is what he's telling me. He's talking about bringing in the unctuous, juicy, delicious living. But this is help is on the way. The cup of love is coming in. The Ace of Cups, divine order. And that is connecting you. Okay, why is it there? That's going to plug you in, begin to bridge the gap, I see, between 44 and 64. So it's like a 54 and 9. It's a conclusive ending. It was a necessary ending. It was something that when this comes along, you need closure before you have an opening again. So you have to have an ending, and that initiates the new beginning. So this wrapping up, these parties, these celebrations, these sort of things where you come in, they're going to help you. They're going to move you into this cheerful, jubilant energy. No longer like the bombardment of this COVID stuff that's been going on and the outcroppings of what it's done to the psyche of the world. Okay? And the way things have, is damned certain flows and certain channels, but that's all so it could gain this pressure in order to build this up, to create the escape hatch. Okay? So it's connecting the sacrifice with the witness. You are the power of what you see and what you've experienced. You are the encapsulated volume of experience of this pure, perfect knowledge. Now, is it pure yet? No, that's why we need to shed the old understanding and to look beyond it, to be able to go through the genesis of the egg to the caterpillar to the butterfly for the sake of the butterfly, right? Now, butterfly begets other butterflies by laying eggs that have to become caterpillars that go to be butterflies, right? So this about us going into this eternal state of the juicy, unctuous butterfly. Okay, divine, juicy living, the sweet nectar of life abounding, because that's what they feast and dine on, sugars and salts. You know, I'm not telling you just do that, baby. This ain't junk food living. This is savory. This is delicious. This is divine. But that brings in the high priest, high priestess alignment, and it clears and it cleans up that eye that had gotten bogged down and darkened, the one that looks at the light all the time. So when you're a certain handedness, that is your eye of focus. Like if somebody, just bear with me, okay? Stigmas happen here because we have our minds triggered by the generation of the earth. But anybody who's a sniper or a sharp shooter, they need to know which eye they focus with, which eye their handedness goes with, right? Well, that's the same with your phone, your technology, your whatever else that you're sending artificial light into your eye all the time. This is coming here to restore the true light, the true life is what they're saying. Because one depletes and drains and it debits, and this one credits, fulfills. And that is the love, the abundance, the goldness ray coming on in from the depths of the belly, from the center of the mountain, from the center of the earth, emanating out in diamond white fire. Okay, council's back. The clouds, the diamond white fire. What is there when the smoke clears? What is here when the smoke clears? Let's go into the dream, mystical dream tarot. What is here when the smoke clears? You're the one. Okay. What is here when the smoke clears? The silver lining is the dream carrier. That's exactly it. So it's converting us. Remember the celebration, okay? That merges these together, that becomes the 54, the divine connection, the divine ending, so that you can move in to this brand new beginning and embrace it and fully give yourself to it with clear conscience, clear mind, no preconceived notions, no deciding how it's going to turn out or how you obtain it or where you go to get it or how it's going to come back to you. Mind, chatter, noise. That's not what this era of air is for. This era of air is about that goldness, being able to go on down into the earth that is you, friend. That is me, friend. The treasuries and the wealth abounding within us of all the experience, all that we've seen, all that we've known. When the light is restored, we'll see it clearly. And we'll have heart knowledge. We'll have high heart knowledge. We'll have the exalting and the lifting of the holy mountain. This is it. He's like, if you get a little microscope or magnifying glass, this is what I'm seeing. This is how it looks. You become stable and established. You become a fortress and you become a bounty. All right. Hashtag bounty. This is part B of the November 8th through 14th, which they were saying for some is through December 14th, okay? Coming on in there, and this is the dream carrier. The one who bore all that, all the treasuries, all the dreams, growing and gestating in the belly is going to come out a fully functioning child. That's what's wild. When you watch the natural kingdom, okay, they're pointing over here to the eagle. They're like, ding, 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 we're just going to put an arrow here, Joyce, so you will look right on over and see what we are talking about up here. Okay. The gift of othering. The gift of bringing forth. When you talk about the animal kingdom, this is the marriage. This is the marrying. You see it? 16 and 61. That is what they see. This is what he's looking at. The water, our earth. They don't even know where to go now. That's interesting. So within minutes, most of the creatures, they know how to suck. They can stand up to do it themselves. The mother doesn't have to hold them. They're able to stand up. They're able to walk. They're able to move around. Okay, the bond is already strongly being formed, not just with the birth mother of the creature, but Pachamama, the soil from which we come, the spirit from which we come, the Pluto, the cosmos, the land from beyond which we come. We begin to connect immediately in the creature realm. Connect to that umbilical cord of life. The road is formed right then. Just like the first feeding has colostrum in it, which is the nutrients and the macronutrients so condensed down that it goes and it feeds and it launches the first connection of the brain, feeding it and firing it with this type of energy. Okay? So that divine connection is made. Well, here is earthen babies. It takes forever. They got to be held. They got to be clean. They can't even go to the bathroom by themselves. Us, we, them, who, But here, this child is born from all that was gestated in the belly. Okay, he's like, that's the wormhole Big Papa was talking about in the November 8 through the 14. Is those wormholes, that being able to surpass the lengthiness of time. So this is like the things that you feel inside of you that are genuine, that are heartfelt, that are pure, they're of the heart, the understanding of the heart. I mean, they come forward and they're already able to support themselves a bit. Okay, there's still some growth and development and some intimacy to be navigated along the way, but that's the beauty of it. The eagle's like, yes, that is the wind in my wings. That is the stardust of my soul. That's the beauty of it, of course. But there's not that burden bearing. There's not, because in that is where the stress and the strain, some of the struggle began, and there can be codependency formed or opinions, projected on or whatever else. And that's what she's talking about. Yep, the blot on the mind. That's the thing that becomes like a wooden block, like a block. Okay, a block to the light, to our own eternal light. And that's what they're coming back. Remember this eternal life coming on in here. See it up close. Connection to your own power, your own self. Own yourself. Possess yourself. We've worked quite a bit at possessing things, era of Earth, right? And maybe some of us controlling and possessing others, or possessing jobs or titles or accolades or whatever else. And they're saying, she's like, here, she's looking up, speaking for the council. She is like, possess yourself. Know thyself. Enter your inner chambers and sit upon your throne. Some of you, I see Taurus being reiterated. Go watch the reading called Wet Your Wood. That'll resonate with what is going on here and coming in, because she is weary. Pachamama is ready to take a rest and to leave Earth in the hands of our hearts and our souls and our solarness in our eye of God, and trusting us to love and to care and to nurture and to nourish and to birth the stars and the dreams and the delights into this world that clean it and clear it and freshen it and draw us together in unity for the good, for the peace, for the everlasting, okay? For the long haul. Not because we need each other, but we divine each other. Creativity. I mean, look at these compositions. How many colors are on this page? How many colors? How many colors? It's what makes us beautiful. It's what makes us alive. It's what makes it worthwhile. Okay? So I want to get us a, are they wanting that? No, we still have one more connection to do down here. How are we connecting you? What do you want me to connect you with? Which card? We're going to speak here? Okay. We've got one connection that still remains between Big Papa's energy body, your energy body, okay? This new earth and the holy mountain. Come on, speak, Big Papa. Big Daddy Saturn, I feel you right there. Taming the wind. And this is controlling your mind. And this isn't like, don't let it go there, don't let it go there. No, breathe it in, bring it together, Synergize it. Instead of thinking this or that, which one? No, it's and. Ampersand, that little zzz thingy, and. How do I do this and this? If there's something that I need to get done or accomplish, instead of saying, you need to get that done, you should get that accomplished, I say, ooh, all right, that's necessary for my well-being. How do we go about this? How do I want to go about this? Becoming your own unctuous best friend, the thing that brings out your goldness, that awakens it, that blasts away the dust, debris, and the shadows. Look at all that. I mean, that's conundrum, y'all. That's a lot of shiz-diz going on there. Too much, too much, too much. But underneath, I can see this vibration of water, this piercing of Big Papa's eyes, wanting to awaken and convey this divine counsel and wisdom, right? What is there when the clouds roll away? No more of the weary and the sorrow, but the looking to the future, and not for future's sake. See, she's reiterating. They're coming together in this. He's got a cohort. He's got a cohort. Huh. Taming the wind. We'll sit on a minute, but I think we have another planet joining us, y'all. And I want to say thank you for joining us. Tune in to any of the reads. They're all timeless unless they are dated, and even then they are still timeless. I'm glad to have you here in this time that we shared together. Know that I love you. I believe in you. Let's go for it, okay? All right, bye.